Thanks for joining us for this CycleDrag.com video. In this video, we're going to take a look at a very unfortunate incident. We're going to show you the crash of Mark Avila of Fresno, California. And guys, the point of this video is to get a good, healthy discussion going about what could have been done, what we've learned about engine diapers, engine blankets. The good news is Mark is okay, or I wouldn't even have made this video. And I had a real unique experience because I was in the other lane when he crashed. So stay with us, come with your comments, and let's see if we can learn a thing or two and dissect it. It was a beautiful Sunday for racing at Auto Club Dragway in Fontana, California. I'm going to show you this pass first. This is a beautiful 2000 Kawasaki ZRX 1100 with a ZRX 1200 motor and a 10.5-inch track dynamic swing arm. Let's watch Mark as he takes on this drag car. This is one of his better runs of the weekend. Nice, clean, smooth launch for Mark. Look at that. Great drag race with the car. Just missed him there.
999 left lane, 979 right, 999 to a 979.
Which brings us to the unfortunate incident, guys. Take a look at this and remember, stay with us because we'll have a full recap and diagnosis of what went wrong. Mark Avila, here he comes in the ZRX. There I am on the Suzuki Hayabusa, the CycleDrag Suzuki Hayabusa, alongside him. And let's watch. Let's see what happened here. And unfortunately, Mark went down. I can tell you from my standpoint, I have not been motorcycle drag racing that long. I've been a fan and a spectator and an announcer and a media guy with CycleDrag forever, but just started racing. That was one of the most instant stomach ache experiences and moments for me when you get down to the finish line and you see the ambulance coming at you and you don't see your competitor. So the best news is Mark was okay. He did sustain, I do believe, 2 dislocated shoulders. He had to have an emergency surgery, but the good news is he is okay. And now we look and we wonder what went wrong. What went wrong here for the ZRX? And I'll tell you, I'm lucky too. And I thank God that, as you notice, Mark crossed into my lane. Luckily, I was slightly out in front, and that might have made the difference between one bike going down versus 2 bikes going down. Now, what we learned later, as you see Mark's ZRX getting picked up by the tow truck, is I believe he cracked his oil pan, okay? And we're still trying to figure out exactly how this happened. He stayed in the gas. The report we got from the spectators was that perhaps Mark thought that he was just spinning the tire or he panicked, but he was really spinning in his own oil and lost control rather quickly.
Unfortunately, a scary incident here at Auto Club Dragway in Fontana. As you can see, oh man, that's a chunk of the motor.
That's what came off.
So what did you do, break his cases?
Yeah.
We're hearing the report from a ZRX rider as he threw a rod. This is a great lesson for all motorcycle drag racers, especially those of us just starting out. He started spinning, thought it was simply a little tire spin and tried to save the pass. What he was actually doing was slipping in his own oil. So when he stayed in the gas, he went down hard. The good news is he's okay. He is injured. We heard he may have dislocated his shoulder. He's on the way to the hospital right now. We're trying to find his pit area. I had a unique perspective because I was in the other lane. And as a newbie drag racer, boy, this is one experience that I didn't like too much. When you cross the finish line and the ambulance lights come on, I'm just so thankful he was okay. I rushed back up. I didn't see him. I was out in front, so I didn't get to see what happened. But you think the worst when that happens, when an ambulance comes flying at you. I'm glad he didn't go down at speed. And I'm glad he was okay. He was alert in the ambulance, was talking to everybody. I think we found his pit area, which is good news. But again, a lesson to me.
Let's take another look. I don't know if you can tell by watching this video, some of my commentary is live, some of it is on demand. We're back to the on-demand commentary, and thank you everybody for subscribing to CycleDrag on YouTube for more. Let's take another look at this pass. Now, pay close attention to the ZRX and what's going on underneath it. Big panic rev there. Here's what my time slip looked like. And again, this was just a chilling time slip to get one where one gentleman's time stops at 3:30.
Lesson to a lot of folks.
Let's go back
I went
live.
to the George Bryce School of Drag Racing, was lucky to hear George, and he just said, never try to save a bad pass. If you spin, if you wheelie, it's over anyways. You're not gonna win, you're not gonna have a good ET. So why push it? And I gotta say, George, you're 100% right on that. And this is an unfortunate case where the rider stayed in it. And you know, no insult to him, because we're all competitors. We all want to go fast. And out there in the heat of battle, you try to save something. But unfortunately, it just wasn't a good move here. We'll see exactly what happened. Rough situation. Did you hear anything that happened? We heard he threw a rod.
Don't know. I haven't even looked at the bike yet. As long as he's okay, the bike
He's
doesn't
okay,
matter.
that's the good news. That was the first thing to find out.
I can fix this.
That's right.
Don't look bad at all. Oh well, air shifter.
Yeah, that's just
Minor stuff.
Did you guys see him go down?
No.
Pops' wife has it on video.
Oh my, well, we'll definitely have to get that video. After we get his blessing, of course. I don't want to, the media man in me does not want to say a name until we get clearance with him. But did talk to him before he left in the ambulance, and he's okay, like we said.
Separated
That's
shoulder.
separated shoulder?
Yeah.
Were you able to talk to him before they took?
No, but I was talking to Pops.
Okay.
Pops just talked to him, but they'll go pop it back in place. He'll be back here in about 4 or 5 hours.
Good. We'll talk to
Yeah,
him.
he'll be back. Knowing him, we'll probably try to get it fixed and get back on it.
We've had racers do that before. We've had true competitors out there. I was at the track a few years ago. A guy named Shane Proctor caught on fire, blew up his bike, went to the hospital, said, man, can I make it for first round? Just to give you a good look.
Go grab his rear wheel stem.
Where'd that chunk of motor come from?
What chunk of motor?
Steve was holding a chunk of, looked like a piece of cases. Here he comes with it. I don't see anything. Might,
up?
Very fresh there as we dissect the damage, still trying to figure out what's going on. The question though I have for you watching in YouTube land is, do you run a
Where'd that
diaper?
come from?
Do you run a blanket?
That's the oil pan.
it's the oil pan underneath the motorcycle.
So that came off after the wreck.
No, that came off before the wreck.
Before the wreck.
I saw it go shooting across the
Rod-
track before
Rod
he went
went
down. I was watching.
It was a wild ride, man.
Hit it through a rod.
There ain't no rod sticking out the bottom.
That thing was shooting at me.
Something.
So maybe he just wheelied and crushed.
Maybe he
something-
crushed. No, there's no rod.
No rod. It happens sometimes if a guy comes down on a hard wheelie.
Yeah. And that's the only thing he could have done.
Oh, I did see that out of the corner of my eye. I saw him lift a nice wheelie.
Yeah, because I'm not feeling nothing in there at all.
Wow.
So it was just a hard wheelie, no rod.
Yeah.
Well, where'd all the oil come from?
Because he busted the bottom of the oil pan.
Yeah, he
off.
busted it off.
That came out.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
That's
I
okay.
saw
No, you're
him.
fine.
I saw that go shooting across the track. Then he started
Bottom of
spinning.
the oil pan. Hard wheelie.
Did he hard wheelie?
I didn't see him.
I got a blanket we can put on his floor.
He's got a diaper too in there. So.
He's got a diaper in there.
Yeah.
Wow. So how did he get past the diaper? He
No, he's got diaper.
Oh, he's got a diaper in there.
Yeah,
As I was going to say, this brings up a good conversation for even diapers on bracket bikes, right?
Exactly. Even a diaper on a low oil pan, if they hit hard enough, you'll tear the diaper off.
And he's got enough ground clearance, right?
Barely.
Barely. So this could be a ground clearance issue.
I didn't see him wheelie.
And he did catch the front of the header.
See that right there?
He caught the front of the header on the
So it's the
wheelie.
wheelie that did it.
See that?
He wheelied down on the oil pan?
Yep.
I mean, I was watching. Where I was at didn't look like he really did. But all of a sudden, that thing went flying across the track. That's when he started.
There's no rod. I stuck my
Yeah, there's no rod.
Nothing loose.
Bottom of the oil pan.
There's no rod in it.
Where's Rod go?
He didn't separate a rod.
Oh, he didn't.
No, it was just the oil pan that came
Yeah, that just broke off. And the oil caused him to start spinning. Because he was by the city where the oil was. He probably thought that was so close to the line. He was just losing traction. He should have gotten out of it.
You saw the whole thing. Tell
I
me
saw
what-
most of it.
Tell me what you saw.
Starting at the starting line, I was standing down there watching him run down the track. All of a sudden I see that piece of metal over there go flying out. All of a sudden I see just nothing but smoke, and he was spinning in his own oil. And then I guess he went a little bit further because of the long trail of oil. He ended up going down from the oil on the tire. It just slid out from under him. And saw him laying on the ground, started to get up. Then he went back down, and then he stood up. So he got up under his own power. I walked by the ambulance. He gave me a thumbs up. Might have a separated collarbone or something, but other than that, he seems like he's in good shape.
Good. Well, hopefully we can talk to him later
Yeah.
on today. I gotta tell you, being in the other lane, that was weird. That was very weird getting to the other end, seeing the ambulance lights come on. I got a sick feeling in my stomach that still has not gone away yet, but very happy he's okay.
Yeah, that piece of metal came shooting out across the track. It just went.
How?
It just shot out like a cannon.
Damn.
Like Joe going into the sand trap.
When I crashed here in 2010?
Yeah.
That's
man.
similar. When,
Yeah, man.
But at least what happened was when I crashed, he had brakes, I didn't.
Oh,
Yeah, but
So-
you should have jumped off the bike before you hit the netting.
Yeah, I should have.
Damn, that net comes up
God
fast.
damn, son of a gun came up back.
Going that fast when you jump, it sometimes just works.
Karen Stover said the same thing. She goes, "Hey Turbo, why didn't you just bail off?" I go, "That did come to mind, but I just hit the net before I thought about jumping off."
the thoughts that come into mind. Wow.
Yeah.
You got anything over there?
Well, again, we'll get an update with this racer later on. But hopefully we can all learn a little something from this. Let us know in the comments if you have any ideas. Diapers, blankets may be a good idea. It's like this gentleman just said, though. Those can even be ripped off. Ground clearance. This is why tracks have rules on ground clearance, too. We all like low ETs and being low to the ground, but on a no bar bike, doesn't hurt to have a little extra ground clearance, I would say.
I got one thing to say about that too. A wise man once told me by the name of Steve Rice,
Yes. Very
whenever possible, run an engine diaper. They will save your rear end.
good. Do you think it would have saved them in this situation?
I think it would have caught a percentage of it. I don't think it would have completely fixed the situation, but I think it would have helped.
That's a good point. That's a really good point.
I'm currently running an engine diaper on my bike right now because just for the added effect, I don't want to have any shutdown on the track. I don't want to oil down, or I don't want to even feel the responsibility of somebody coming in behind me hitting my oil patch that I could have prevented.
That's right. Who's the manufacturer on the diaper? Do you know? Pingle?
I got Pingle's engine diaper on my bike currently right now.
Perfect. I'm gonna look into that myself, guys. And all you guys online, may not be a bad idea. Look up Pingle engine diapers. Get something on there to catch that oil. It's like Turbo Joe just told us. Maybe it doesn't catch it all, but maybe it catches enough for you to safely get stopped, because we know sliding around in a quart of oil is not gonna go very well. Let us know what you think in the comments. Do you have a diaper on your bike? Should you run a diaper? What do you think happened here? Could this have been prevented? What could have been done for this to be prevented? Was this rider simply a victim of circumstance? Let us know in the comments. Thank you so much, guys. We hope to learn from these situations. That's why I like to record them. I'm constantly learning. That's what I'm out here doing, trying to learn to race. And every time something like this happens, once we find out the rider's okay, we can learn lessons from it. And not just as drag racers, as motorcycle, street riders, road racers. This can happen to anybody. Let us know what you think.
Hope you enjoyed this inside pit access here on CycleDrag.com. In a minute, we're going to talk to the racer who went down. I shot a feature on his bike that I planned to put together. I did not plan for it to be a crash feature, unfortunately. Really disappointed that that's what happened, but glad that he is okay, and we hope to see him back at the racetrack.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are in the lanes in Fontana. I want to show you what Cycle World called one of the best motorcycles, one of the best bang for your buck motorcycles of the past 25 years, the Kawasaki ZRX. This was a sit-up bike designed to be styled after the old Z1s and KZs, and it's got that very cool Eddie Lawson replica paint job. Looks a lot like a Z1R with the paint. A lot of guys like playing with these at the drag strip, like my friend over here. What is your name, sir?
Mark Avila.
And where are you from?
Fresno.
Tell me about your bike. It's beautiful.
Bought it new in 2000. Somehow we kind of got it here in California, even though it wasn't offered in California. Let's see, I got the 10 over swing arm.
Let me see, this is the Track Dynamics arm, right?
Track Dynamics.
Oh, beautiful Track Dynamics arm, guys. Make sure you check out Dave Earl at Track Dynamics in California. Makes amazing swing arms. That's a beautiful looking swing arm.
Okay, I've got the quick shifter on it, which I believe Dynajet just started to offer for these type of bikes. It's a standalone. You don't have to have a PC5 or anything to make it run.
It's an auto shifter?
Yes, so
Okay.
you could just full throttle shift it.
Wow.
I mean, it's not air shifting, but it's as close to it as you can get.
So you don't have to worry about shifting. You just go full throttle, that's
Full
it.
throttle, don't back off, just shift it. Go.
Excellent.
And then I do have the ZRX 1200 motor in my ZRX 11.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you're running 10 O's with this thing, right?
It's running 10 O's. It's been a best of with me on a 991. I've been warned about the clutch, so we're kind of just taking it a little easy.
What's up with the clutch?
From what I understand from a lot of guys that I talked to on the forum, they have a tendency to blow.
What type of clutch is it?
It's the stock ZRX.
Oh, I got you.
So until I, go with a billet, we can start getting a little more aggressive. But for right now, we'll just take it easy. We're launching about 4,500. Just take it easy, nice and easy.
And a major upgrade I see is the the BST wheels from Brock.
That's new.
Wow. I heard that. I mean, that is an amazing performance upgrade. What made you decide to go with carbon fiber wheels?
Actually, I was just kind of poking around on eBay and I saw them for a really good price, so I just jumped all over it.
Wow.
I was kind of leery about it because it was too good of a price, but we'll give it a shot.
There you go.
They came in.
Did you notice a big improvement in ET?
I would say yes, but I can't say for sure because I did a lot of other things all at the same time.
Okay.
So I can't isolate it to just
Do you have carbon fiber on the rear too?
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes, you do. Wow, take a look at that. Guys, let me know in the comments, what do you think about the ZRX? This was a classic motorcycle. We used to see a Pro Street ZRX by Rob Muzzy and Ricky Gatson. I see you have the Muzzy exhaust on there. That's appropriate. Oh, it's a beautiful bike. How would you describe riding it and racing it? What's it like?
It's great. This, like I said, I've had it since 2000. It was my street bike. I rode it around for years. I've had it since it was new, so we're in 2019. I bought it in 2000. I've had it for 19 years.
Very cool.
So, you know, when he started bringing it out here, just having fun with it.
Great bike.
Still-
Thank you for showing us.
Still having fun with it.
Keep having fun today. Good luck.
Thank you.
We'll give you another look at it, guys. Kawasaki ZRX is beautiful with the Track Dynamics swing arm, Brock's BST carbon fiber wheels. Again, we're asking you, what do you think of these bikes, the ZRXs? You can pick them up used. You wouldn't even believe what you can pick them up used for. Let me know if you know in the comments. I think I've seen them under $3,000. Certainly not with all these components, but if you call people like Dave Earl from Track Dynamics and you call people like Brock to get the BST wheels, you can do that. It's a beautiful, beautiful machine. Make sure you subscribe to CycleDrag on YouTube and like CycleDrag.com on Facebook for much, much more moto talk.
Let's give you one final look at this now infamous pass here on this video. Could have been a lot worse. Thank goodness everybody's okay. And what we were able to surmise is perhaps from multiple wheelies that oil pan was getting ready to let go, because this was not a spectacular wheelie. This was not a crazy out of the ordinary wheelie. It was just a hard leave, but it may have been enough to finally crack that oil pan. So it's something good to check, and you definitely want to run a diaper or a blanket. I need to get one on my bike as well. And if you get in trouble, pull that clutch. We'll give you a look at what was a better pass for Mark Avila. And please share this with a motorcycle buddy if you can. If you know any motorcycle drag racers, especially no-bar racers, share this with them. It's good for them to see this. We'll get their opinion. Everybody, please feel free to leave your take of what happened. What do you think could be learned? What should have been done differently? And you know, watching Mark run some of these fast cars, you count all the blessings. Perhaps it's a blessing this didn't happen against one of these cars that was right next to him, where he could have went into the other lane and potentially got run over. It can happen. Side-by-side race there. Mark just barely missed getting there first on that one. They were locked. They were locked down track. But the good news, ladies and gentlemen, Mark back to fight another day. Can't wait to get back to the track and talk to him. So glad he is okay. You know, the bike can be rebuilt, no problem whatsoever. But the moral of this video is, everybody, let's look into blankets, diapers, anything on the bottom of that motorcycle to catch the oil and prevent incidents like this. I've heard of a lot of drag racing incidents such as this. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like CycleDrag.com on Facebook. Please subscribe to CycleDrag on YouTube for much, much more. There's tons of videos up, everything from top fuel to baggers. Check it out.